guard and maybe try and generate themselves a number advantage. But the picks of the teams are in. Let's go ahead and move into the action. Team QUESO going to be going up against OUTCOLD. Game number 1. Casters, take it away.
Thanks so much, Finch and Anatoly. It's Team QUESO versus OUTCOLD Gaming.
Is pretty susceptible. I love Breeze's choice of these reinforced Greaves. He's going to need them.
Breeze bringing in place, knocked him after the fight, but a third weave around the corner prevents Pretty Prime from getting involved there. You can see Tahuti on Niwa.
No, it's going to be a Chronos.
Why not run a Tahuti, man? It's just like Zeus.
Because you don't need to do the damage. You
yeah,
need
you
the
do.
lockdown.
That's what the ult's for. Big ult in mid lane, though. Multiple ults, I should say, from QUESO. Double tap comes into play, and Thor's going to go to the sky straight after the fact. Meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, Breeze escapes in time, but it might be a different story for Worst Turtle if Frostyak's got the hammer. He doesn't. There's still Dimmy to follow up with the World Serpent.
Man, he's got to hit this last one. Will not find it with the World Serpent. Frostyak still lurking. Double tap wasn't there, but the teleport was. He's going to use the purification beads, but he actually might be out.
I think Hachiman's on the left-hand side, though. Checkio should be able to cover the option. No ultimate available for Checkio, though. Frostyak needs his hammer, uses it a little bit too early. Gives a chance for Checkio to give pace, and the bolt will connect.
Nice little eagle-eye shot there from Checkio, who also on that rotation, having on that World Serpent in order to immune that Fear No Evil. Now Frostyak going to keep the chase going.
Sometimes it's not even worth the chase, but Frostyak will dunk it onto Julio. Julio just walks away after the fact. The focus is on Worst Turtle. The Breeze did a very good job of locking down after Dimmy's initial engagement.
Really frustrated with that World Serpent.
Breeze CC chain pretty well so far. It's the element from Warchi and the follow-up damage too, and Checkio riding in.
Great shell.
He won't actually get the kill whatsoever. Breeze will escape the noose, and now Spudio in on the attack. Checkio no escapes. He just needs body blocks. Warchi body blocks, but he goes down for it.
And that's actually a better trade, though, that QUESO lose their mid laner, because he's only level 12 in comparison to Checkio's level 16. That's
right.
Yeah, that ultimate for Frostyak a bit ambitious. He's actually going to land on top of Checkio. Got his purification bead. Tries to jump away, but he's crippled out. Frostyak falls to Worst Turtle.
So OUTCOLD Gaming go for the tier 1 there, and they do get it. Breeze is going to escape just about, running away with that bear form back to the safety of his own half of them. The last one, and his presence alone is causing enough of a problem for OUTCOLD Gaming just to walk back scared of the CC chain, relinquish the Oni Fury to QUESO, and the fight after the fact may cost Draco Marino his life, but if that's all the cost is going to be, it's not too bad.
Well, they got to get him, Graham. I mean, he's still walking out. Finally, Spudio has to commit airstrike in order to make sure that he goes down. Hard work for him.
Yeah, OUTCOLD now trying to get this tier 1 tower, and that's Dimmy initiating to Warchi, which is going to do a lot of damage to Warchi. One more ult's available, and Dimmy's trying to choose a target. Instead of going in, he covers the option, which is very smart there from Dimmy. Opens the window for a tier 2.
Checkio has to use his ultimate defensively. Dimmy getting low, and will die to the overhand smash, but he already did his job. Worst Turtle going to jump away. Frostyak disarmed! And finally gets it with that last auto attack. Problem is, I don't think he's getting out of that Phoenix range.
No, not with Julio whacking away with the Frostbound hammer on the back of his head.
It makes Enhanced Fire Giant even a bit easier to take.
No thumbs this time to try and slow down OUTCOLD Gaming, and Draco Marino came in to help out. Julio has the Eagles rally, Frostyak in the sky. Will connect, but a Fear No Evil from Worst Turtle stops that aggression. However, Pretty Prime with a follow-up is good. Checkio after the fact, and Frostyak is also there. And the Elephant will also fall down to Spudio.
Just too late. Can have a couple members. Ooh, Dimmy actually catches the dash from Checkio, gets both relics from him. He's still getting low, and Pretty Prime's ultimate will finish him off. Worst Turtle fell to Spudio there, I believe, at the same time.
Think about it, really only knocks with the magical damage for this team. So that's allowing him to go for, well, basically the Hydanian Lion, but there's 2 ultimates used by QUESO, make that 3, as Julio uses the Eagles Rally, 4 with QUESO's Jungler coming in with a Fear No Evil, which gets Prime in a very bad spot.
Prime has to use the Aegis, but he turns and burns Worst Turtle perfectly. Warchi gonna fall on the backside as well.
Mid for, oh, not mid for mid at all, actually, no, because Pretty Prime did live. It's Worst Turtle and Warchi dead. OUTCOLD Gaming on the aggression now. They have a chance to turn this into their favor. Checkio's very low, and Dimmy is just spitting hot breath on everybody until Checkio finds a couple of basics that brings him down. Only Draco Marino left standing to deal with 4 members of OUTCOLD Gaming.
Good wall from Frostyak.
This time, but Pretty Prime is back too. Full minion wave coming in, Ryan. This should be a Phoenix. Can they end the game off this?
I think so. I mean, they've got 20 seconds on Warchi, 17 on Worst Turtle. This is a good opportunity.
I really wasn't that confident that they could do this off that one push. I was kind of sat there like, okay, they're going to get a Phoenix, 4 back to Fire Giant, but no. OUTCOLD Gaming may have just done enough towards the end. Sure, they had a small advantage in the farming stage in the early game, but the majority of that was QUESO's control.
Much better from OUTCOLD Gaming, and remember, this is with them losing a Fire Giant, an enhanced Fire Giant.
Up off.
It's the changing of the seasons. Much like fashion kind of comes and goes, so do the gods from time to time. We're heading closer and closer to the summertime, and remember the summer skin sales.
So up against Team QUESO, game number 2. Let's get it back over to Hindu and Aggro.
HP 5, because he converts all MP5 to HP 5.
There you go. I wasn't going to go that far. I was thinking about being like that with you, but pretty private mid. Couldn't escape Worst Turtle in time. He was just looking to separate himself a bit.
A whole lot. Yeah, you can kind of go for a lot of things.
All flexibility needed right now for OUTCOLD Gaming as the trade didn't work out so well in their favor. Good shells from both the supports to dissuade the aggression for now, but it's OUTCOLD Gaming that have now got a rotation coming in from Pretty Prime. And what timing that was.
And the detonate, the best part of playing Zeus, double kill for...
But getting 2 kills there has just caught him back up. So Worst Turtle has to turn up again and go, no, sit back down.
And that's the feels bad man of Zeus.
We see Kyo is pushing up to check that purple buff, and that's put him in an awkward spot because Frostiak is over here. Ult for ult exchange, wall drops down, that's the beads, and after the fact, the poison spreads. Or does it? Well, at least enough for Spudio to get in range for some basics if he can find them. Chekio bought some time for a rotation. Fortunately, it's only Draco Marino. Shout outs to Breeze for the matching rotation. Sol's just laid in Chronos too. But mainly on Freya. Prime in mid lane, however, does avoid the ultimate from Worst Turtle and will survive, or will he? Not to be. Draco Marino threads the Kappa.
I was going to say, he'll survive Kappa because he gets killed by the Kappa.
Shell comes out to prevent Borchi from getting too aggressed on there. He's going to fall back to his own half of the map. Draco Marino. Borchi's done a good job on the new war. I feel like the new war just exists, so yeah. Dimmy needs to exist, but I don't think he's going to get a chance to anymore.
No, the 3-man dive, especially with Draco Marino.
Recognizing the situation, back away, happy with the result.
Oh, Breeze may have just gotten caught. Blink up for Worst Turtle, and he won't use it.
He's really worried about a bait there, I guess. I mean, he knows he's got Shell, but maybe Worst Turtle sees the back, blinks in, punch to the face. Lazy back, my friend. That's one to work on.
Gonna have to. That's what you're still learning. Yeah, no,
there's too many that happen. Worst Turtle, he's gonna fast back.
Easy bait for Breeze.
He knew exactly what he was doing. Like, yeah, coming out just to see where everybody was on the map and see if Thor was maybe hanging around in the sky. But wait a second. I didn't get to wait. There's no seconds left.
No, they're all gone. That was against Nuwa and Freya.
He's got Kasari though. Like he's. Oh no, sorry, that's a lie. That's Jacob Marino.
That's the other side.
He's got Kasari's not magical. Defense is enough. Julio needs some magical and physical, more likely, defense here. But Worst Turtle's rotation comes up huge. Darkest of Nights does make a bit of an impact, but not enough to slow it down for now. Frostic will escape into the jungle. Draco Marino on the rotation. Maybe Draco can catch this.
I don't think so.
Kappa.
Unless he hits the triple bounce of time. Kind of like if you were, say, backing under... It was Captain Twig.
It's brutal. I really thought I was out.
That was so funny.
I didn't even know what killed me. I was calling hack straight away. Draco's going in for the real dive onto Frostiak here, and I don't think this may work out. I thought he was messed that up, you know? It works out, but it cost him everything again. As Pretty Prime forced to beads away from the Eagles rally of Julio. Beads now used by Spudio thanks to the banish coming out from Chekio. Chekio invested a lot to the backline, but the Book of the Dead from Prime topped him up momentarily. Worst Turtle, however, make sure that doesn't last long.
Breeze here and not able to steal it away. QUESO with good secure, courtesy of Warchi. And Frostiak didn't want to live anymore. His pathing told me that.
Dimmy's on the way though. Ultimate comes out. Worst Turtle avoids it using the wall and the damage after the fact. The front line is dying quick as the back line.
And Chekio is going to find him. Has the whoop.
No beats.
No beats for Spudio, and
chose the wrong option, I think, by coming towards the Gold Fury area. It's allowed Warchi an angle to get in here and pick up the kill. If he went left, he probably would have lived. It's one of those you don't know where everybody is. Yeah, he did. How was that mid laner?
Man, he got outskilled so hard.
Man, by a trucker horn too. Oh no, it's such difficulty. Breeze under pressure though from Julio. The Eagles rally going in. Thorns pop 2 to slow him down. Meanwhile, Dimmy on the backside trying to zone out as best as he can. We're still jumping in with Frostiak as well with the ultimate, but it's not enough. And that wall, I think, has just killed Spudio.
Oh, unlucky. Spudio goes face first into Frostiak's wall. 4-4.
Every single time I look at them of being a top team.
Oh, Prime. I feel for you, man.
Wherever he goes, Worst Turtle will be there, right?
Oh, it's just so.
And Aegis is it to keep himself alive, falls back to base. He just leaves Breeze and Spudio on defense. And Breeze can't do much against 4 members surround him, I should say. This should be a Phoenix.
Worst Turtle keeps the chase going. Prime still has the purification beads, and it won't save his life. The man just left Fountain. I mean, come on.
Phoenix down as Frostiak goes in, trying to slow it down a little bit. As Warchi does fall. Czechia, though, picks up Frostiak in response. Dimmy back in the fray after using the recall to base. Opportunity, but it's not going to be enough there. That's 2 Phoenixes down, and QUESO looking to even this up.
Look, as good and cool and awesome as Zeus is, you just can't pick him that early in a draft and expect to not get all of his worst matchups on the other side. And even with that, though, I mean, Prime was doing okay through the mid-game despite taking a couple early deaths. It was really the constant pressure of this Robin on the right
as well, so excited to see how it's going to stack up against Dimmy's Arthur.
That's right. Just as the casters predicted, a lot of pressure on this solo lane matchup between the King Arthur and the Camazotz. Also keep your eye on how these junglers do as well.
Okay.
It's basically mages, but easier.
But half the mages can buy Bancrofts and do the same thing, right?
Bancrofts is bad on almost every yacht.
You don't have to stack it. Draco needs some stacking help right about now. Stacking back to his
Great
tier 1 if
Cobra's
possible.
Kiss.
He won't get a chance whatsoever. As you mentioned, the Cobra's Kiss came in from Frosty. Distract the opposition from not looking at Isis. The next minute, that Spirit Ball will end your life.
Absolutely, and it's going to end his life soon. Czechio might lose his, and on archery, just not enough damage. Good ultimate from Worst Turtle, but Spudio can't find the last auto. He had 1 shot and 1 opportunity. He missed it.
Spaghetti. Julio in trouble. Frostiak gonna end up securing the kill for Dimmy.
Frostiak was trying to ult.
Yeah.
Worst Turtle. It would have been a good CC chain with that Spirit Ball over the wall. Frostiak.
Big silence. No beads.
Dude.
No escape route whatsoever. Just gonna juke it out the shell
Shell.
again from Breeze. Good time. Didn't really need it. Needs it there. As Czechio will get credit for the kill. Warchi was already available anyway if required with that new War Ultimate. But after the fact, Spudio now in trouble. Trying to help out his jungler on this rotation has now cost him his life. And it could develop it. Right, Spirit Ball a little bit too early, so can't be detonated after the fact. Circle of Protection did a lot. Ganesh at least gets his ultimate down before falling. Back in the fight though, Worst Turtle's in on Pretty Prime and gets Warchi a kill for instead of Hog.
Dimmy still full HP though, and Julio is very...
Breeze and Frostiak for helping him out in that lane too to allow that pressure, especially in the matchup like you said against the Camazotz. Draco Marino uses his silence and his ult defensively again, but gets picked off in the jungle. It's an early game support problem as you'd expect.
It's literally every stat you want.
But he's easy to get hold of. Well, one thing that's easy to get hold of is Czechio there. No beads, no ult. These beads to avoid, get rid of the slow from Worst Turtle. But it's speed buff versus no speed buff too. That'll be enough. However, buying all that time, but enough time for Prime to get in and answer back.
Prime on the run now, completely out of mana. Aegis right on time for those Vampiric Bats, and Julio eats the Spirit Ball that Prime just got enough mana back.
Aegis was definitely the best time you could ask for there. That actually turned that completely on its head one more time.
Comes in and tries to steal it from you, even tanks, it'll basically one-shot him.
Czechio needs some help right about now, but he ults away from Frostiak. Frostiak ambushed in place for the kill, didn't find it. However, the Gorpia in the left-hand side did end up going down. Looks like OUTCOLD gaming by the golden situation. There's Worst Turtle versus Frostiak. Got both teams. They both feel like taking a fight here. It's QUESO they're going to start it.
Prime has to use the Aegis, Julio all over him. Drops Circle of Protection, but Worst Turtle drops him even faster. Great blink in from the jungler.
Warchi there with the top of damage if needed, but then Dimmy blinks onto Warchi in the backline, gets the beads and Aegis out of Warchi, and he's still trying to buy time to get away from Frostiak. Clay minions come into play, and the dot damage, is it going to be enough? It will. I'm not sure if the poison spread. Yes, I do. It did.
But not enough. I mean, that's only onto Julio.
Again, Dimmy keeping Worst Turtle busy. So this is a good fight for OUTCOLD then with 2 members of QUESO still in the mid lane. But Spudio got over aggressive. Spudio bought off more than he could chew, and Czechio will spit him back out. Good
stun as well from Warchi. Knock up there onto Breeze, and now Worst Turtle and Julio have joined the fray. Frostiak onto the backline looking for Warchi, but the Aegis is good enough to chase him away.
Now Breeze left on his own, and he's going to fall over. There's not much he could do there. Warchi's, well, maybe they don't get a choice in the matter whatsoever.
Prime does good damage to Julio on the backside. Prime's winning this trade so far. Julio's got to ult defensively, but the problem is Julio is winning a 1v1. That means it's a 4v2 on the top side of the fight.
Frostiak thought he was going to slip the noose there, but he didn't because Worst Turtle was waiting around the creep in a little bit more. The anti-hunter items are really starting to make an impact again.
Didn't make an
Timmy,
impact
sorry,
there.
Timmy just wasn't really impactful this time round because the
Great
auto
start.
Spudio, but B's still under pressure, I should say. Spudio was there for a second. Didn't even get out of the fight with that poison on him and will survive. Julio now has to ult away, and Frostiak's angry that he didn't kill Chekio. So he
got
came
Blink.
back in and looks for the kill.
He finally finds him, takes everything it takes, and now Warchi actually ends up falling. How did that happen? This was such a good fight for QUESO.
Good stuff from Breeze to slow down Drake and Marino and get Frostiak back in range with the rest of OUTCOLD Gaming now collapsing round. The carries are dead, as is one of the support players now. Only 2 members left standing for Team QUESO to try and defend this Ryan Phoenix. Only benefit is OUTCOLD do not have minions if they go for this.
No, they don't have minions, and they won't for a long time, but Worst Turtle won't be here to try and defend either. Now it's only Julio. And Graham, I think that's it. OUTCOLD may have just gotten their first set victory in months.
Are they tanky enough?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
This tower's
Breeze is
still
full
standing.
HP. Yeah, there's a lot of towers, but they've got 20 seconds on Chekio as the next highest one.
Well, we mentioned the towers because
Prime's ult is coming up.
it does give a little bit more help towards the time, but as you say, in goes OUTCOLD Gaming looking for the potential end of the game. Circle protection's down. He does get used, and that will be OUTCOLD Gaming taking the set.
Wow, man, it's crazy that this is their first set win in so long. They finally break the slump.